Hi everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is August 22nd, 10:32 p.m. I'm going to show you some of the coins that are making the rounds as the next generation of profit. I've talked about this in my webinars where I've seen coins such as the ones I'm about to show you that do well, have these explosive growth and spikes, and then settle down, and then they get added to the futures market in Binance, and then they don't perform as well. So it's always in the first early days. Also, just to let you know, I have added new coins or the latest ones for Tether USDT from Binance, and now they're loaded up for my bot. So I'm going to show you the reports as usual. Plus, I'm going to show you also go through the spreadsheet that this thing generates as well. These are from my Python scripts. I've mentioned this before. If you want to learn more about how to build out these scripts, I'd strongly recommend you check out my quantlabs.net/Python. And I got a course in there that'll show you how to build out these kind of bots in both Python, used for cryptocurrency as well as Forex as well. So let's get to that set of documents right now. So some of these explosive growths you'll find are typically from the DeFi movement. If you're part of my analytics or part of my elite program, you'll get access to those past webinars. We did that about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, and they've been just astronomically very explosive. I'll show you some examples, hopefully. And let me just see if that hasn't loaded up yet. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, let's get back to our video. So in here, I've shown these before. I'm going to show you a bunch of Word documents. They are filtered with crypto shorts. We also have the risk. We also have a bunch of longs as well, only on Binance for both Tether and USDT. And they're filtered on volume based on trend. And we also have the regular longs as well. So right now, just to show you how negative the markets have been. This is the current running of the bot. So we have here an average weighted. It's been very negative for the last 24 hours or so. And this weighted average is from the mix of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum Classic. All right, so let's go into these reports. You can see here we have some shorts already. As I said, some of these are DeFi coins built on DeFi or the new Ethereum 2. I'm no expert here on them, but here we've looked at ones that have done quite well for longing. Maker's one of them. I've talked about this. You can see this solid trend up. It is in a perfect zone right now to get some entries, but it has moved up quite a bit from, let's say, 500, peaking at close to 800 in a very short period of time. So it's one of those coins that have done fairly well. We have here some bullish patterns here, but for some reason it's in the short. Maybe it show up in the long somewhere as well. But when you get these bullish signals, they're pretty strong. So that's one of the more established DeFi coins out there, along with Compound, which hasn't been that strong lately. But you can see here again from 600 to $800 in two days. Here, August 13, there's a very strong move, and it's settled back to 650. So that's done quite well. And some of the, as I said, explosive growth. Now, will this continue long term? Typically, yes, because Maker's been more established, been out for about a year, maybe, I don't know, but it's done quite well, and it started from nothing. But when you get these, like I said, these sudden moves up in 2 days, these two bars, as I said, from 600 to 800, that's to me pretty impressive. Of course, we have Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has not been behaving that well lately. You can see here we have a short cross right here. So I would expect it to pivot back to or reverse back into negative territory. Let's see here. So it's been flatlining trend. So this is a pretty tough one to trade from what you can see here. And the Fibonacci levels are pretty tight among the 5 levels that you typically would know. Here we have some more bullish signals. So we have another bullish signal. Actually, we have 2 in a row for the 21st of August and the 22nd. So in fact, even though, like I said, we had that short sell signal, that red arrow, this guy right here, that might be ignored because maybe it might be moving up. But we'll see that in the long as well, in the long report. So here you can see these explosive growths that we've had in late July, and it's just been flatlining since. So it's not been doing a lot, but it's now gone back to positive momentum. So who knows where this may go. Compound's another one I mentioned. This one has had its explosive growth when it launched in November and just been added to Binance a while back, maybe a month or 2 ago. And it's been nothing but a negative slow trend. So I don't put a lot of emphasis on this one, but it is a DeFi coin. We have a bullish signal. Again, I just ignore these. Compounds just not gone anywhere lately. Maker still has potential, but this is one of the other ones. You can see here it's been steadily down. Now this one I've never seen before, NMR. This looks fairly new, but it is trending up. But you can see the volatility in price here from 42, then jumps up to 47, then back down to 42, 48. So it's early days with this coin, but it is trending up. So something to watch for. Ethereum, again, lately it's had some nice strong momentum, but overall it's been a very negative trend. The overall, it is still where we want to see the classic entry is just right in here between the cyan and the green, but it's been beaten down historically. But there's still potential of this. We have, as I said here, we do have a signal of a bullish signal, but I'm not going to get too excited. I think Bitcoin right now seems to have more performance coming out of it than Ethereum. But I'm going to show you in the spreadsheet. You'll clearly see the better performers in there, but you can see the sudden rise from 250 to 450 is pretty strong. Where does this go? Nobody knows. But this is what we got to watch for, is the momentum, to see if it starts to build back up and start to develop a second leg of momentum. Kava's been an interesting one. You can see here in July, $1. Now it's at $5. This is a sort of explosive growth I was mentioning. This one might be on its way. I mean, that's a 500% return over 6 weeks. Not many stock or anything out there can give you almost a 500% move just in this leg up here. So who are we to judge there, right? So here again we have a bullish signal on the 22nd. That's today. So this momentum looks like it's going to continue, even though it's flagged as a short. Wow. Allergies. Ugh, time of year. Kava, you can see we had a pullback here and it started to move up again. But again, it's this momentum that we look for here that we're looking. So it's just approaching that zero. But again, it's usually the classic RSI that makes it pull back a little bit. But it does look to have some strength there. But again, this might be one of those coins that might have already done it. Now, this is probably the best one yet that I've seen banned. You can see here back in mid-July at $2 all the way up to $14. We got a strong sell signal here. So this might be one of those coins where that opportunity's been missed from $2 to $14. You do the math. That's a 300 plus return, 3-time return. So that's probably one of the better ones that I've seen this year. So here we could see a green bar, but it looks pretty, say, volatile, but really everything comes down to this momentum. Will it build or will it not build? But we have a short here. OGN's another one. This can do really well. Does not have the explosive, from 3 to 6 on that wick there. I mean, or 30 cents to 60 cents, doubling in a few days. It's pretty incredible. It is maintaining a strong trend there. That's pretty good. That's an important thing to look out for. But right now, it's not the top one. All right, so let's go over. And one thing I must mention here is this is a short report for the shorts. And as I said, there's quite a few in here listed. And that's a signal right there. It just shows you how much downward pressure there is in the markets. When you see this many shorts, usually there's nothing, or maybe one, maybe two at the most, but there's amount of negativity in the market right now. As I said here, we have our big five when this is generating the last hour or so, and this is how many are negative, all of them, and that's across, again, Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. So that just shows you how bleak it's been for the last 24 hours. Now again, we have crypto long. We only have the bull USDT for the bullish sign. I mean, it looks, well, it's bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. So that's pretty old, actually. Looking at that. You can see it's April. I don't know why that's in there. But no, it's useless. Anyways, let's look at some other ones we have here. Two more. We have ones built crypto filtered long based on trends. So we'll look at these. So there's quite a few here. Even though what I just showed you looks pretty sad, but there are, as I said, a new generation of coins that are coming out that are proving to be profitable, or the opportunities are there. As you can see here, we have a sell signal, even though it is starting to build, but we can see that in the other charts here. We have Dash. I don't know. Dash I'm not too crazy about, especially when it has these negative trend. And it's very tight Fibonacci's as well, which means it's kind of been flatlining. Same with compound. Really not going anywhere. It's just been flat. Where's our trend? As I said, since it's been introduced to Binance, it's been nothing but downtrending. So nothing to get all excited about. Now here's an interesting one. Here it's a negative trend, but it's been on a steady increase for Monero XMR. It's rare for that to happen, and it looks like it's still building. So there might be some positive, happy days here. It's hitting its peak. So not get too crazy about that, but it's been pretty good. Bitcoin Cash has been struggling. You see here it's been slightly trending down. There's been some negative news on Bitcoin Cash with the usual disputes in the community of Bitcoin Cash. So it's starting to hinder the performance of it. Again, it's below the entry target, the golden zone we like. Here's an interesting one that has done, no, I get these confused. REP has been a steady trender, which is good. That's pretty rare in this day and age, but it just doesn't have the steady, double, triple return that you'd find in these coins. So here we have Zcash. Again, just like Monero, nice leg up from 20 to close to 100. I mean, that's since April. That's a 500% return over a couple of months. But it has been trending down. But still, that leg is pretty strong. but we're now in a negative. I wouldn't be surprised in the next leg up we will see. You can see here from 60 all the way up to 110, so it's almost doubled in that period too. So that's pretty impressive. Hang on here. So yeah, it's been a negative. So here's a new coin that's just been added. I think it's called Balancer. Fairly new. Has a strong, well, it's not strong, but this is proving to be moving. You can see here it started at 20, already up 30% at $26 peaking, and it's been trending up. This might be a nice one to hodl. This one might be, as I said, a good one to hodl. What else we got here? Ethereum. Again, that momentum's just not there. Oh, the other thing about Balancer's just been added. I'm not sure if that's a DeFi coin as well. So Ethereum might have had its opportunity, and it's still holding on, but it just doesn't have the strong momentum compared to the other ones I've shown you. LTC, again, go nowhere coin. This used to be a very good trender. As you can see here, the green line, it's just not been nothing but down, negative, trending. Ethereum Classic, some security concerns about this coin, not going anywhere. Sadly, what else we got here? Neo, again, just been flat. I'm not sure if Binance will eventually dump these coins if they don't show the performance or the volume, because obviously volume will drop if the performance is not there when you have other coins that are doing quite well. I've already introduced this one called Kava. This one's done fairly well. It looks like it could move. Again, looking back in mid-June, let's say all the way up to $5, it's a 500% return. These are the kind of coins you want to look at. Even though it had its second pullback, does not necessarily mean it won't return. It could. And the ones I look for are and it's been a nice solid trend up. So there's another one to hodl, but I think, to be honest, the Balancer might be a good one. BAL. That's a fairly new one. Okay, here's another one. Band I talked about earlier, $2 to $14. You can see right there. There's that green bar again. So there might be some potential of this to move up again on the next leg up, regardless of what you see or read in the general news of crypto's dead. But there's some coins in here that are doing pretty good. Okay, let's find our next one. Waves has done really good. Here's the good thing I like about Waves. Nice rise up from $1.50 or even $1 all the way up to $4.50. The dip isn't that much. It's not as steep as some of the other dips. So this may start to strengthen again, bounce back and recover much nicer. But this negative trend is what concerns me. I like to be in coins that like Band that's had this strong positive trend, because that trend will improve the probability of it being worthy to profit with, and you might even get some of those explosive growth I've talked about. EOS is another one that just got going nowhere. Negative trend below the Fibonacci levels. Here's another one. Atom's been doing pretty good. It's come well, but it's been slightly negative trending. But it's had a nice rebound from, let's say, $2 up to $6, approaching $7. It could continue to move up, and over long term, this trend may start to flatten out. But I've seen this before. Like about a month or two ago, it was Cardano that was performing, and nowhere will we see Cardano in any of these lists as well. So that's part of the problem with these coins. Here, again, very flat with this one, Qtum. Just kind of not really doing a whole lot. Link has been another stupendous coin to have, from $5 approaching 20. Has dipped a little bit, not so much. So this may bounce back. has always had this strong momentum, so that's been a good one to hold onto. So this might come back. Again, we need to find the momentum and RSI. Now look at this one, OMG. Okay, OMG just lately gone from $2 to 10 in a very small amount of time. Probably in the last few weeks, I could probably load it up and motivate, but I'm just looking at these raw charts. This has done well and has not peaked it as well. So who knows where this will go. So this has done amazing. Okay, so there's that. And see if there's any other. So now we're going to look at these four built filtered on volume. So Doge, not a big fan. And this one seems to be get some guy like Elon Musk to say good coin, and it moves up and it drops back. So not a very exciting coin compared to other ones that have been just a solid trend up. Let's see if it has the trend. So it's starting to improve a little bit, but again, not as a strong trend as some of the other ones I've shown. Here with a bullish signal, usually doesn't mean a whole lot. That was on the 15th. No, this coin does not excite me. VET was a good one. So here from June, from 0.005 to 0.002, that's a 400% return in the last 2 months. These little pullbacks, I don't know. But this is called the WeChain coin. But it may move up. But I think there's other ones that have better potential, but do not think that this coin does not have potential, because it does. So here we have, again, bullish signal on the 22nd. That's tonight. So this might move. This might move up. Okay, so it's been flat. You can see here. But you can see this one move up between June till roughly early July. So it's gone from 0.05, and then it's kind of stayed at that level and moved up a little bit, but I'd rather be trading other coins as it stands right now. TRX, Tron, negative trend, little bit of a growth, not much. I mean, for traditional traders, that's a pretty good chart, going from, let's say, 0.022 cents to up to 35 cents. That's nothing to sneeze at. But when I said you got 5-time return, 4-time return, where do you think you'd rather put your cash? Looks like there's a bearish signal coming out of this one right now. And I think that's it. Oh, we got one more. IOST. This is an unpredictable one. Negative. It doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Bullish yesterday. Yeah, but there's just better coins to play. Let's just get that out there. And I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to pause this video. Okay, let's take a look at these two spreadsheets that I promised. This is where you'll start to quickly learn about the next generation in pairs. So in here, we have this file, a spreadsheet that's generated with a lot of, well, let me do the other one first. Now remember, I've added a bunch of new coins listed to Binance in the last week or two. They're mostly new ones, which are DeFi coins I've talked about earlier. So I'm going to do some sorting here. These are all of the available coins in Tether, and these are the performer ones as well. So let me do a sort on Slope as well as Z/A, and just show you which ones have been really performing. Okay, so these are new ones for the last hour. And again, let me just show you the negative moves that we've had here for the last, you know, been still negative on these 5 coins, bringing the weighted average negative, but yet and it's been much worse over the last 24 hours. But here in the sloping end of things, let me just find it here if I could find it. So these are right from Binance. So here's the slope right here, and this is in the order. We have a new one called YFI that's been doing fairly well. MKR, which is Maker, NMR. There's another one called DOT. Okay, then we talked about Balancer, BTC, obviously. This other one called Rep, SNX, SXP, Band, Link. Okay, everyone goes on about Link and how it's doing. But yet here we've got these 5 coins, the top performers, slope-wise. And again, I'll go over them. And these are all in USDT or Tether. YFI, Maker, MKR, NMR, DOT, and Balancer. Okay, so there's these other ones that you probably haven't heard of that have been around on Binance. Again, BTC, obviously, Rep, SNX, XSP, and Band, and then Link. BNB's done okay, and everything else below that, I've been doing okay. But what I want to show you are these 5 coins that have been doing really well for the last little bit. So that's them, okay, in terms of slope. The other metric I like to use is volatility using standard deviation. So let me show you that as well. The least stable, or sorry, least volatile. Okay. So these are the most or least volatile in this order. Bull, USDT, Compound, Ethereum, CRV. Now, a CRV I'm not a big fan of. BSV, I've not seen any trades lately. This other one, I don't know how new it is. Ant, Dash, Litecoin, Neo, Bitcoin Cash. So these previous ones I mentioned have been negative trending. Zed Cash, XMR, and those are the least volatile. What are the most volatile? So again, we have our best slopes ones, but they're fairly new. But they're most volatile in reverse order, meaning most volatile would be YFI, Maker, NMR, DOT, Balancer, and then Bitcoin. Okay, so it's basically the reverse of, and then Rep and SNX and XSXP. So those are the ones that were having the strongest slope, but at the same time they're very volatile. So kind of dangerous to play with, but they're probably better to hodl, not try to actively trade them, from what I'm seeing here. Okay, so there's that spreadsheet, but this is the eye opener. So this one's another one compiled from a variety of data sources. So these are ranks. I rarely show this. I don't think I've shown this before. But here, this ranks pretty well everything out there, and there's certain ones that are tradable in USDT or Tether on Binance. So the first thing, obviously, we're going to sort is by hour. And this was generated probably in the last hour. So we have price change by 1 hour, largest to smallest. And again, we have a negative market. So here, this one I don't know. Mama, I know, Rep. But look at DOT. So if I come under here, these are performing pretty good. 148. This one I just saw, I've not mentioned GST. I think this one is another good one to hodl. LRC, YFI, I've seen, FET. And these are the better ones performing in the last hour in a negative market. But UNI, I don't know. I don't think that's available on Binance. At some point, it probably will be based upon that. Mana, I'm not sure. I've not seen it. as well. That's Decentraland. And this other one, Ogre, AUGR. And let me just show you this website. So if you go to DeFi Pulse, I did talk about this site in my DeFi talk, which is again part of my elite program or analytics or whatnot. Not sure if my internet's down, but here you can go to DeFi Pulse, and that will take you there. But this one, this REP, which is Augur, AUGUR, is a DeFi coin. It's a top performing. This one, Polkadot, is a new one. Just, Looping, YFI, Yeem Finance. So these performers have been just added to Binance. So here's another one, OGN, but that might not be enough. Let's check out the daily performers. Okay. So again, we're going to do a sort on the performers of the last day, 24 hours. Okay. So here they are. Oh, let me do the reverse. Sorts, largest to smallest. Okay, so here I talked about Uni. That's done fairly well, 17%. Mana, 14%. Yeah, here. This isn't done properly. Okay. Data sort. Sort by price change. 1 day. Largest to smallest. So in this order, here we go. Look at this. Dot. 1 day change, 28%. And again, that's been added now to my bot to watch it. REP is another one at 28%. That's again the last 24 hours. Uni at 17. Mana, which I think is available. ICX, this one I don't know. Tweet. Elf is another one that I did trade and saw in my FET, and then Strat. So these are coins you've never heard of, but the ones that have been performing pretty good that but just added is Dot or Polkadot. This one called Augur, AUGR, Universe, Decentraline, Icon, Tweeby, Elf, Strat. I know I've seen, but some of these are fairly new coins. The best one you might know, Cosmos or Atom, has done 1.03. Everything else has gone negative. That's how bad it is in the crypto market right now. But last week it's been somewhat okay. So let's do a search on 7 day, 1 week. And this is pretty mind-blowing when you look at these coins. So now we're going to do the same thing and sort on 7 day change, 7 day percent, largest to smallest. And again, you'll see which ones perform the best. So we're dealing with this column. Look at this YFI, 7 days, 225%. K-Cash, OMG, 189%. OXT, GNT, these are not traded. ZRX has done pretty good, around 37%. BAT, 34%. REM, 30%. And that's in a weak market. But I did this earlier, and the other one to do a sort on is you think probably like if I did a year to date since the beginning of the year that Chainlink would be like one of the best performers, and we're not even close. So if I do a sort on largest to smallest on the Y today, Y year to date, YTD, you'll see which ones have performed the best. So which one came out on top? Year to date? Oh, we got to do this year to date. Okay. I know people, I'm not an excellent user of Excel here. So we're doing year to date, largest to smallest. So here are your best performers. Lend. Let's see here, year to date. Year to date, right here. So 600% on Lend. Wow. 6,000% on Lend. Band, which I showed you before, is over 4,000%. That's incredible. REN, 1,200%. Another one called Ant, that's just been added to Binance, 997%. Kcash is I've not seen before. KNC, I believe, is on Binance as well. 836, 819% for YFI. OMG, 808%. LRC, 737%. So here is Link at 682%. So you've got a bunch of other coins that have easily exceeded. For example, here, this one, Lend, is 10 times better performing than what you think is the best one of Chainlink. That's pretty good. But 6,000 versus 682%. We'll just stop. And then there's this other one, 647% for JST. So these are the new ones that have performed really well this year that you've never heard of. This one called three time long Bitcoin, Lend, Band, REN, Aragon, the ANT, Kyber Network, KNC, YFI or Yeem Finance, OMG Network, LRC Looping. Okay, we know about Chainlink, BNT, a Bancor, 3 time long Ethereum, GST, Just, Icon. So these are your best performers. And here's some other ones I've seen earlier. Theta token, Zilliqa, ZIL. And these are probably pretty good. 140. Let me see your year to date. You're looking at 389. Theta, 389. These are pretty impressive. Okay, let me show you some other interesting data. Now, one is here is market cap. So you have market cap rank and market cap in US dollar. Of course, that's an equivalent in Tether because it's tethered to the US dollar. So let me just do that. I'll just do market cap in US dollar. And these are pretty predictable. Market cap US dollar. Let me just make sure we got largest, smallest. So here we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, USDT, Bitcoin Cash, Link, Cardano, which has been performing really well, Litecoin, BSV, Crow. Oh, that's right, crypto coin. But that is not on Binance. We have BNB, EOS, and then TZOS. Look at this one called CRV, which I think I've seen on Binance. Crowdville Ownership, Stellar, Tron. So these, by market cap, have done well, but clearly your performance I've just already shown you. But here's the other one that was quite the shocker. And here we have some stats here. There's one. Okay, so here we have one volume for 24 hours. So it's not completely different from the ones that are performing based upon traded volume. and that's in US dollar as well. So which ones have been traded the most? This is across multiple exchanges, not just Binance. So this is quite an interesting one. Traded, volume USD 24, largest to smallest, and you can see which ones have been traded the most based upon performance. So obviously USDT, Tether, Ethereum, Link, EOS, Litecoin. But here's an interesting one. OMG, XRP, okay. Tether, I've never heard of this one. Tether Chinese, won. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not sure about this. I've never seen this one before. Tether Chinese won. That makes sense because the Chinese do trade a lot. TRX, SXP at number 16, ZRX at number 18, and so on. Another interesting stat here is volume. Let's see, trading since. There's another interesting stat here. I think we've looked at them all. So we looked at the market cap. Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. But it's quite interesting stats that these newer ones that I've talked about you've probably never heard of that just been added to Binance, and Binance seems to only want to add performers uh, as well. But we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Got any questions, just let me know. Have a good day.